Welcome to what is a Grand Tour special in which we go on vacation.
Yeah, let me explain. The other day, we were wondering why some people who want to visit the western bit of America choose to do so on an RV touring holiday.
It is very popular. I mean, we all have friends who have done it, and they say they had a good time.
Sounds like caravanning to us, though, and you couldn't enjoy that unless you were mental. However, Mr. Willman says that since this is a motoring and travel and adventure show, he would rent us an RV, and then we could go over there to see if we could find out what the appeal is.
This was the location he chose. And this was the Winnebago Chieftain that he rented for us. And it was very terrible in every way.
Chaps, if you'd like to brace, I'm going to put my foot down and see what it'll do. Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go!
Sloan has put Hammond and me in a bad mood.
You're just helping yourself to cart.
Well, that was the idea. Just got to find all the cards that go together.
I have to have a turn as well.
That'll take ages.
Don't make my holiday worse than it already is.
It is pretty bad in here, isn't it?
After just 5 miles, we'd had enough and pulled over for a cup of American coffee.
This whole experience wouldn't be so bad if we somehow could modify it so it's better to live in.
Well, and if we could have one each.
Well, why don't we do that?
Get one each?
Yeah, why don't we just get one each and then modify it to suit our particular requirements?
We don't have to have all of this. Offensive.
What do we want?
We therefore abandoned Mr. Willman's RV and went off to buy our own, which we'd then personalised to suit our individual holiday needs.
This is what I've gone for. It's the Ford F550 National Tropical, and it's 36 feet long.
Why so massive?
I wanted to modify it in such a way that I brought a small taste of home with me. Can you guess what it is?
Brown furniture.
A tea cozy.
A rusty
No.
motorcycle.
No. Follow me. What?
Holy moly!
Whoa!
Yes, welcome to the Rack and Pinion. What will it be?
I'm in a pub.
I'm staggered.
It's got peanuts on the wall, terrible pictures.
Yes.
This is fabulous. Can I just ask, why have you got a drawing of 3 stroke victims on the wall?
That's us. What?
Dartboard.
Yes, it's a pub.
James, it's my job to ridicule you, obviously. But I can't, because apart from the dartboard, you've done an incredible job.
Thank you.
But it isn't quite as incredible as the job I've done.
Whoa!
I've gone, as you can see, for a nautical theme.
In the desert.
Yes, bear with me. Two-tone paintwork, obviously. Jet ski on the back. And then, up on the top, and this really is the pièce de résistance, the flying bridge.
Right, boots are off. Whoa!
What?
Is this all bathroom?
Yes, obviously, with lavatory.
What?
Shower here, tiled, as you can see. Tasteful. Sink unit, vanity mirror, restrained. And just pop this open, like so.
Wow.
Lower the flap, which means that in the morning, I can sit down and I can see the pub. As we know, luxury is defined by light and space. So this is a luxurious bog.
The roof, however, was a different story.
Whoa!
Oh, I say. Well, this is wasted space normally, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's pretty good, this, Hammond.
Right, Hammond.
Yes.
Where's yours?
Over there.
What, behind the lorry?
No, it is the lorry, that's it.
That's not an RV.
It is. Look, it's big. I can sleep on it, and it's got a bike on the back. That's a recreational vehicle right there.
This we have got to see, mate.
It's big, and it needs to move along, so a truck is the obvious answer. So
What
there's
sort of truck is it?
I don't know, truck.
These are the ones that used to be the U-Haul lorry. Oh!
You've still got the sign of the previous owner on it.
Doesn't matter. Come aboard, leave your shoes on, because this wood is very splintery. Here's the living accommodation.
What living accommodation?
There's a bed. There, bed. Telescope in case I get bored in the evening.
So just 2 sets. Stacks.
Yeah?
Engine?
It's got V8.
Whose?
Mine now, I bought the truck.
You have made no effort whatsoever.
Oh, no, now I have, but I've distilled it down. I haven't wasted time and effort on complicated stuff I don't need. This is honest.
So when you come to my... I say, please, Jeremy, can I borrow your lavatory in the morning? I'm going to say no, because you accuse me of wasting time.
And if you want to come to my pub for a drink of your gin, which I've put on tap especially for you, I'll say, no, it's just a waste of time, Hammond.
Oh, I didn't realise we were setting up a sort of stock exchange of resources needed by the roaming camper.
Hammond?
Yes?
Your lorry, I'm not going to call it an RV,
It isn't an RV.
is dismal.
God's truth.
On that note, we set off to see what our RVs and Hammond's lorry were like on the road.
You have excelled yourself in ruining my day. Oh, bloody hell.
Gotta keep the pressure on.
I'm not sure I trust us three doing this.
Soon, we arrived in a typical American town, which, of course, had a typical RV campsite.
This'll do. We're home.
So, we decided to check in for the night.
I was kept awake for some time last night by the man in the neighbouring RV scratching his eczema.
Ooh.
Or he might have been sanding a table.
Why don't we, you know those big Baja off-road 28-inch suspension travel things?
Dune racer type.
Dune racers.
Yeah.
Why don't we get 3 of those and belt around in the desert?
Yes.
Because that would be bovine, and I wouldn't learn anything from that. I'd rather go and do something cultural.
Blasting around the dunes sounds like fun.
Come on. I tell you what, you want to go and do Native American art. Mm-hmm. We want to go dune racing, yes?
Right.
Let's have a vote.
I would be driving this. A Jake's Fabworks JF5U. James would be driving this. An Illumi Craft Class 10. And Hammond would have this. A plastic green pickup truck.
Okay.
2013 Curry underneath this plastic pickup body has the same tubular space frame chassis as the other two, but I've only got a 2-litre engine. However, it's a Ford EcoBoost, so it's turbocharged. And they've tuned it so it's putting out just shy, landing, of 300 brake horsepower. This is bliss.
Come on, let's have some air here. Yeah! What a riot! How can James May not enjoy this? As it happened, he was starting to enjoy it.
And whee! Get it sideways a bit. Ooh. Go. Concentrate, look much better. This is quite a complicated one. This is a piece of cake. Quite slow there. I'm going to do get it sideways a bit. Ooh. Go. This is a piece of cake. I'm going to do one more.
After Billy Bob May had had his fun, we all stopped for a breather.
Yes. I don't like admitting you're right, but I can be magnanimous. It's brilliant.
You've
Right.
wasted your life with Chopin and plywood. You're a dune racer. You've always been a dune racer, you just didn't know you were.
It's fantastic, and it's comfortable. That's the thing. It's comfortable motorsport because of the suspension. It's brilliant.
It's cheapskate motorsport.
Is it?
Yes, it's cheapskate motorsport for people with dicky backs. That's what it is.
Because landing is so
Oh,
soft.
sometimes I'm thinking, have I landed?
Yes.
I've got a brilliant idea. What are you looking at?
What?
There's something glinting up there.
There isn't.
Yeah,
Well, it's just...
Anyway, what's your
Anyway, I've got a brilliant idea.
What?
Time trial, flying lap, one at a time against the clock. I'll go first.
You must have put that right.
Where's my
He
car?
has taken to it,
He
hasn't he?
really has. Having jumped back in, Billy Bob embarked on his flying lap. Here he comes.
Away! Oh no! Full throttle! It doesn't feel so good, but it does.
we don't know whether that's fast or not, but it is less than a minute. Is that the first time he's done anything in less than a minute?
He can't open a car door in less than...
No, he can't. Or sign his name.
No, that's 2 minutes. Definitely.
Biggles is back.
I can do a slightly better one than that. Can I have another go?
Next, it was my turn. I just want to say, Hammond,
What?
you have twice as much horsepower as me, and May, you have 50 horsepower more than I've got. So it's only my immense skill that's going to put me in contention here.
Is it?
No, well, what else is there?
This sounds like
You won't have
pretty
any excuses ready for the end at this rate.
Yours weighs less. It's 200 kilograms lighter than this. I'm just saying, in case I'm not as quick.
Eventually, Mr. Racing Excuses was underway.
Here he comes into his flying lap.
Go.
And there we are. I don't know how I've done, but it felt pretty good to me.
There are few things in life I enjoy more than delivering bad news to Jeremy Clarkson. It's possibly my favourite thing.
Forcing myself not to do a little dance.
How much faster was I?
Well, unless your seconds were smaller, you were slower, because you were 58.5.
What was he?
57.81. What that means is he beat you.
I cannot believe that. Has anybody got a gun?
Finally, it was the turn of Ricky Redneck.
Right, ready with the stopwatch.
Go, go, go! This is dangerous to you. That bit is really scary. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Keep going. Come on, keep going. Oh my God. Come on, come on, come on.
left-hander. Keep it tight. Oh, what was that? What the hell was that? That was...
What's the matter with him?
Has he bust the gearbox? What? Not very quick.
What was the matter?
That was the weirdest thing.
What?
It's like a ricochet.
As I wasn't interested in Hammond's excuses, we got back into our RVs and hit the road.
Ping! It's like a ricochet, like it come off something. I suppose it could have been stone. I think it went well.
Soon it was time to find a campsite.
It's like a ricochet, like it come off something. I suppose it could have been stone.
I love the music.
Yeah, joyous. Now we go on to the really fast bit. Come on! Come on!
Soon it was time to find a campsite. And since we didn't fancy another night in a horrible RV park, and we had all the comforts we needed, we decided to freestyle it in the wilderness.
I think it's an excellent idea. I mean, dune buggy racing is fantastic, and I won, but it is quite hot and sweaty and dusty, and we can balance that with peace and quiet and a starry sky. I mean, that's going to be fantastic out here. I might write a few lines of verse.
The next morning, the vista from my RV was terrible. The next morning, the vista from my RV was terrible.
Are you
Am I what?
having a dump?
Yes.
Oh, the whole point of sitting here is to enjoy this magnificent view.
I was here first. You're spoiling my view.
I'm spoiling your view?
Yes.
I'm not crapping in it.
We then headed over to the pub for breakfast. However,
Why haven't you made us any breakfast?
Because breakfast is reserved exclusively for my friends, and none of them are here.
You've seriously not made us anything?
Yes, seriously, I have not made you anything.
I'm hungry.
Well, let's not get bogged down with his unbelievable selfishness.
It really is, though.
Let's work out what we're going to do today.
Dune buggy racing.
Well, you've already done that.
We've all done that. I thought we could go to a racetrack.
No, not a racetrack.
Why not a racetrack?
I don't like racetracks.
You
They're
like
dull.
dune buggies?
Yeah, but that's because that's dune buggies. Normal racetracks are just
Oh,
boring.
come on, it'd be great fun.
Okay, we'll settle it. Let's have a vote. Once we'd climbed aboard our race-modified RVs, we were ready for the off.
This is a stupid idea. I disapprove. It's needlessly destructive, and I really like my little truck.
Here's my start line strategy. Light goes green, hard right, hit James. I want him to be a bonnet emblem by the time I get to the first corner.
He doesn't realise that the window's fallen out of his RV and I can hear everything he's saying.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Begin!
He doesn't realise that the window's fallen out of his RV and I can hear everything he's saying.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Begin! It's what we need. What's in here?
Okay, I'll change my mind. This is really good fun.
I'm in a sandwich of Americans.
It was at this point I noticed something about one of those Americans.
Wait a minute. It's that guy. He's the one that's been following us. What's he doing?
Following hit after brutal hit. My opponent eventually conked out. But the battle had left me badly wounded.
Oh, this is not bode well for my little truck. I think my engine might be suffering. Ah! Oh, wall! Oh, that's gone badly wrong for me. I think I've lost the wheel now. I'm in a bad way. I've lost steering. Ah!
Hammond is history.
Now only 3 of us remained.
Come on. Hit James. Ramming speed.
You
He's in the wall! He's in the wall and toast! It's just me and this weird man. Get you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Flip. Hello.
He's terrified. You're a complete nincompoop.
I'm bored already, actually.
Say hello to my little friend. What are you doing here? Shut up. Thank you very much for relieving yourself all over my stuff.
Going in hard and hot. Yeah! Oh, yes. The mighty RV boat is victorious. Nothing else running. Oh, yeah.
Well done. It's a glorious victory, really.
It is.
It-
And I think we've proved that if you must have an RV, it has to be a Chevrolet Pace Arrow.
Yes,
Yep,
yes,
it does.
yes. Good. Congratulations. Very well done. Meanwhile,
What?
well, we've got to make camp for tonight in these. So I would suggest just over there.
I think that's an excellent
all
idea, as
they'll
close
manage.
as possible.
Yes.
You can come to your pub.
Well, you're not expecting a drink, are you?
Why not?
Pub's been demolished.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
Does
it went to a wall.
Yeah, happens a lot these days.
Ooh, I
What?
nearly forgot. You know that guy that's been following us around since we got here?
No,
The one in the race overalls?
no,
You've still not seen him?
never seen him.
Well, you have, because he was driving that.
Was he?
Yes, I put him on. He's dead now.
Good, good.
And now he won't be following us anymore
Well,
because I've
good. Well,
rolled him
you
over.
can tell us all about it over a glass of water this evening.
With our race with the devil over, we fell asleep quickly that night happy in the knowledge that the horror of our RV holiday was finally over.